on a little side campaign because unfortunately a couple people were not able to make it today. And this one we will be calling Art. And the group that we have here today is Eddie,
Hello.
Codey, and
Hello.
our new player. Well, he was here for the one shot recently, but he will be joining us very, very soon. Bruce.
Yep.
So today, the campaign will actually take place in a place very close to home. It's going to take place about 400 years in the future, where there's a government breakdown due to what was called the merge, where the internet and the world fully merged into one, causing a major shift in consciousness and reality, creating these administrators who ascended from humans and humanoids to essentially what we deem as godhood nowadays. And by this merging of these two worlds, viruses also became extremely powerful and potent, almost matching that of the administrators. And so after that, after the government collapse, each state of the US became its own country and had its own laws and, things as such. And the group that we have today are going to be a ragtag group of people who may have had sketchy backgrounds. And today we're going to start off with the introduction. So in this room that each player has woken up in, they look to the north and they see these bars that are holding them within these rooms. On the outside, they see pristine chrome walls with bright lights and windows down the way. You can see into the other rooms. Some of them have windows as doors, and you see some guys standing on the sides holding rifles in body tight combat armor. We'll first go to Eddie, as his character is sitting in his area, kind of just reading.
So you boys know that you're facing the wrong way. North is actually that way, and he knows this because it's a keen mind, baby. But so my character, he is a Vidalcan. He's a Vidalcan rogue. His name is Goliath Sunsinger. He's wearing some pretty fancy studded leather armor. Tall, like most Vidalcans. He's got some lighter blue skin. So he's the light skinned Vidalcan boy. With no hair. Vidalcans are buff. God, Vidalcans are weird.
Hey.
I also just put this character together like 30 minutes ago, so we'll get more descriptive as I go on. But standard leathers, Vidalcan boy. He's got two daggers at his belt, and he's got a short bow attached to him with a couple arrows.
And one more time, can you repeat the last name of your character?
Goliath Sunsinger.
Let me go to my little notebook.
Sunsinger would sound cooler with the same letters.
Sunsinger.
All right, and in the pod right next to him, we have Codey's character.
Well, 86 is a sort of grizzly-looking man. Seems a little bit too worn down for his age. He's a human, fairly short hair up top with just a little bit of gray coming in Looks like he's probably somewhere in his 30s, but just covered in small scars all over the place. A short beard, also with a little bit of gray, dappling it. A little bit of a scar here and there. Not some big badass action hero scar, but just scrapes and cuts all over his face. He wears very well fitted armor on his chest with a black leather jacket that has spray painted on the back. And you can see it's like worn off and been re-spray painted. Just the number is 86. He wears a contraption on his right arm. The jacket kind of comes up only partway down his forearm, and he wears this contraption that multiple different things can fold out of on his right arm. He has sitting on his shoulder this small electronic device that we'll see what that does later. He's just got like a very cold look in his eye. You can see some small like scars around his eyes and some slightly metallic areas where he's had cybernetic work done to possibly enhance his eyes in some sort of way. But he just seems a little bit like a bag of tricks.
All right. And finally, in the room next to 86, there's this guy in robes, and he's kind of just sitting there meditating. Bruce, go ahead and introduce your character.
All right. My name is Marcus Morburn, and I'm a monk, and I also happen to be a Avatar-style firebending wielding monk. And, I happen to also gotten in trouble in the past for setting large wildfires by fanning the flames that I lighted up. And so they decided to freeze me up and lock me away here. And gosh, I am just trying to take it all in, trying to remember the last things that were going on before I was frozen. But yeah,
So
still a little disoriented.
As you guys are kind of sitting there, the bars of your cells kind of open up for you. And as you guys turn, you see a sliding door open as a guy in fully black combat armor, form-fitting, walks in. He has black hair, he has pointed ears, and his eyes are silver color. He seems relatively muscular as he's looking around, and he locks eyes with 86 and then nods. And then he looks over at Goliath, and he's like, Assistant Director Goliath, I'm surprised to see you here.
Surprised to see myself here as well. What's your name and badge number?
He looks at you, and he goes, I am Roy Barrick, head secret agent of Operation A.R.T. And you guys, unfortunately, have come under fire in the world. Don't care about your story. You guys can share that between yourselves. Not my issue. But we found that each one of you are very capable to do what you are supposed to do.
How did
And he
you
looks over.
in the first place?
Well, it's easy to find someone who has worked alongside some of my colleagues.
Fair enough, man.
And then he looks. Each of you has a set of skills that seems very useful to
Particular set of skills.
that seems very useful to the director. You guys will be working in sort of a secret way. You guys will be getting information for us and then handling issues under the table. Do you guys understand?
What's the part where we get something back for it? Is there? Is it
You
supposed that we are being blackmailed right now? Is that what I'm hearing?
Don't you get it,
essentially,
boy?
you guys don't get anything in return. As you guys can see on your left arms, and you guys look down, you have embedded into your body the letters A.R.T. Now, underneath that, you will find cybernetic connections to your neurotransmitters that will shut down your body if you do try to remove it. And at any point you guys do anything that we deem as a breach of our security, your neurotransmitters will be shut down, at which you will be at the mercy of whatever business we have sent you to handle. It's not all bad though, because each one of those pieces that we put in you have also augmented you and given you something a little bit extra based upon your expertise.
So, what he's saying is, we're here against our will. Trust me, I was around during the conception of this here project. Ain't nobody getting out of here.
And how are you involved in this situation now? Because it
How am I
sounds
involved?
like he knows exactly who you are.
Oh, he does. Albert remind Eddie what Goliath's.
Goliath was the assistant director of the. Let's see, I had the name written down.
Assistant to the director, yes.
No, he was the assistant director of the Directorate of the Territories. Essentially, he was the one who was underneath the main guy, running the major politics of the 4 sectors within this area.
Oh, so I for sure know who he is.
Yes.
I know you might not be able to recognize his face in these here unseemly garbs, but assistant director of me, the guy. I'd sensing.
Well, I thought you looked
Unfortunately-
familiar.
I don't know. I don't recognize any of you.
You don't recognize.
Anyways, as I was saying, you guys are each very important to the mission. He points over to Goliath. The face. People like you.
Yeah.
You are going to get us into places that we should not be getting into, at least through diplomatic ways. The brawn, and he points directly to 86. You've done some very questionable things in your life. Very effectively.
I'm confident you don't know the half of them.
You're probably right. But what I do know is you've handled issues you felt very near and dear to yourself. And then we have, and he points over to the monk, the anomaly. You are not in our systems. You're not connected to the mainframe. There's no way you are traceable outside of the chip that we put into your arm. You are in our database, no one else's. So you can disappear just as quickly as you've appeared.
So he's a ghost. Pretty
Essentially.
interesting.
I guess so. No one else is gonna see me coming. I just look down at my arm, just kind of worried and concerned about this foreign substance in my nice pure body.
Monk 86 and Marcus, was it?
Yeah, that's my name.
Yes.
All right. It looks like is there any way you can speed this rundown up? I can more or less fill them in. You want to show us where the first job is?
Well,
you know me. I was around for the conception.
I am ready to stretch my wings again.
Yeah, if you just point us in the direction, I think we'll be able to take care of it. What do we need to
and
know?
we will give you the rundown of what you need to do in just a couple moments. You guys take a moment. You guys have been out for a couple of hours. get your bearings. There's a couple of other guys. They're still out. But as of right now, you three are the only one awake, and you guys are the only three we need for the next mission.
I
meet me
don't
in the-
necessarily need a moment. If you have a coffee, I could take that, but otherwise.
He looks over
Ready.
to one of the guards. You heard him. He'll be here momentarily with your coffee. Meet me in the control room in about 15 minutes. And he turns around and he walks out of the door.
And
Good. You
big
there?
wig, I assume you know where that is.
No, absolutely. It's
The control room.
four down, take a right, another right, and then go upstairs, and you're in the control room.
Right.
Well, let's
So-
go get comfy with each other. Head down and
So as you guys walk out, you guys see a ton of other cells. One seems to have a really small humanoid-looking person with some form of a instrument sitting in there, and you can tell that he definitely is his own fan because apparently he has like an armband that says something along the lines. You begin to read it. You see B-A-R, and then the rest is underneath his body. But you know he's laying down. He's out. Occasionally you hear him singing in his sleep. He keeps saying something about some guy named like Bardo or whatever. But you know,
God damn it.
long
Real
live.
quick, are we armed with like our gear and stuff? Or are we
not
unarmed?
yet.
Okay. As Goliath tries to walk past me to get out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap a few things on my right arm
Mm-hmm.
and really quickly spin and try to grab him by his chest and slam him onto the ground to pin him.
All right, go ahead and roll strength against
Very
strength.
bad. Very bad. Very
Against strength
Very
or
bad,
against
very bad.
dex?
You can roll it. Ooh.
I rolled very poorly.
Go ahead and roll it against Dex.
Or- And just a straight dex roll.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be acrobatics versus athletics.
Okay. Acrobatic.
What were you
Seven.
intending on using?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, athletics. Use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The aggressor always uses athletics.
21.
12. So you're able to slip out. But I'll still like as I fail to like slam you, I'll still hold on to your shirt. I don't trust you.
I reverse it and get you on the floor, chest first.
That's not how this works. You got to try your own.
Versus
All right,
Dex.
let's do it, baby.
I'm just thinking, boy, I am in a. I woke up in a strange land.
14. You got to roll athletics though.
What'd you roll?
10.
How much?
10.
10.
So as you guys are
we just like
We're
just, like, locked
wrestling
up.
with each other. You guys are kind of like slap fighting each other. The guard is kind of just looking at you guys. At first he was worried, but he had his gun raised, and then he kind of just stopped and put it down. And then you guys begin to feel like this buzzing in your arm, and then an electrocution goes straight through your body, probably around like 50 volts, as you guys
Oh.
kind of stun for a moment. And
Is it all of
Samuel?
us or just them?
all of you.
Oh my gosh.
And you hear, "Now stop fighting, boys. We need you alive."
I don't know what you think that was, or I don't know what you think fighting is, but that is not what you just saw.
Oh no!
All right, Goliath.
What you just saw was a couple of buffoons making a muck of the place. You need to ask me something. Go ahead and straight ask. I got nothing to hide.
I don't have to ask whether I can trust you. I have my answer already.
And the answer is no.
Seemed
Let's-
unnecessary to say that part. All right, now we walk out. Sorry.
So as you guys begin to walk out, you begin to realize that the hallway that you have is circular. It looks like it's almost a perfect circle. of glass windows that go down about halfway to your waist, and then at the bottom half, it looks like it's a metallic alloy that is lining the bottom. It's extremely well lit. It's basically white light, super bright in here. As you guys are walking, you go up the stairs, make the right, you make another right, you go up the stairs again, and you guys finally reach the control room. You see extremely large screens in the front. There's 4 rows of people sitting in front of computers, in front of Roy, as he's sitting in his chair with a giant control panel in front of him. And he turns to you guys and stands up. He walks down the stairs towards you, and he's like, "All right, it's time for mission briefing." He points to the monitor in the front to the left. He goes, "All right." He points and he goes, "You see this here? In this warehouse, we understand that somebody is holding information on the director that we need to get. It's on a USB drive within the warehouse. Within the warehouse, we are not entirely sure who's holding it, but we know for sure it's there. We've been tracking them for several days. They've been making shipments in and out of this warehouse. They are a part of a gang," and he points over to the second monitor in the middle, which shows a couple of faces, and he says, "The gang that this is a part of is the Cardinal Jackals. They've been running amok within the San Jose district, and they have been trying to get some information on the director. They claim that they were working for someone higher up, and that it will not be released until they get what they want. Not entirely sure what's going on, but it's your guys' job."
Does that ring a bell to me? Does that ring a bell to me?
No, but it does ring a bell to Goliath.
Yeah, I know him.
Of course you do.
And as he begins to go through it, he points out there's a couple of entrances. There's the main door that you guys can go through. There's also a stairway in the back that you guys can make it through. Your job is to get information on the warehouse. Scout it out. See your entrances.
That's what you got us for. You got us to go and look at a building.
We
Or-
will turn the government.
Yeah,
will turn the blind eye to what happens.
You robot it out. After get information on the warehouse. We didn't really hear anything else.
All right. After getting information on the warehouse, you are to get the item and get the target. Do it in any means possible. Make it to where it's believable that we can blame it on someone else. And whatever you do, on this table there will be explosives. Once you're done, get rid of the warehouse. Do you understand your mission?
Understood.
I like collateral damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got any
What can you tell us
information
about what we're up against? Any numbers they have, how well they are armed, what their training is like? Is there anyone of any note that's going to be there? Are there flanking routes? Will they have snipers, etc.?
What are some of the rival gangs that are in the area that we can pin this here crime on?
So the gangs that are in the area, you have the Black Serpents and the Brass Owls. I do know that the Brass Owls and the Cardinal Jackals have been talking. There's been some tension from what we've gathered from people that we've taken from the street. Maybe you put it on the Owls. It'd be more believable. Could start the war that we need to get in and get the more information that we need.
Yeah, but what's their MO? What's believable that they would do?
Well, we know for a fact that the Owls like to make a statement. Generally speaking, when they finish, they tend to crucify whoever they are after tarring and feathering them and place them in front of whatever they do.
No. What's the next option?
No. That sounds like
No.
the perfect option.
No, we don't torture.
Torture, he says. All right. What's the next most humane
I didn't
thing?
say you had to torture them. You just have to make it seem like they were tortured.
Take him out right away. Tar and feather him afterward. Sound good?
Yeah, if we take the building down after the fact, it'll be hard for anyone to tell the difference. That might work.
What about you, Marcus? You got any quarrels, any gripes with this here plane?
You know, I just didn't think. I guess I always thought that the world would be going to a darker place in the future. I just didn't realize it'd be one that I would have to live through. But I'll do whatever I have to do.
Welcome, stranger, to this here shithole. Try running it. A little bit of different life.
Well, I could do air reconnaissance. We can fly up over the top.
Oh,
Get
we'll have a couple of things for that. Don't you worry. I just want to make
I'd
sure
be
everyone's on the
careful
same
about
page.
that. He hits a thing on his arm and it opens up the view of the warehouse. There are windows in which they will be able to see something flying around, and that will be very, very suspicious. He turns it, it spins around, he stops it, he points at one window in specific. I know that in at least this window, they have one person who's scouting the skies, making sure that no one can get there, or no one can get any information on them. It's important for you guys to do this mission as stealthily as possible until it's not.
Oh, I could be a stealthy flyer.
If you
I'll see
understand
where-
what I am saying.
Means you'll get shot dead. We'll see what our options are. Don't you worry. Is there anything else that we need to know?
Don't worry. If I get shot at, I'll show you a cool trick. How about that?
Oh,
All right. So to make a long story short, get the package. Rid yourself of evidence. Got it?
understood. Is there any way possible that you can get some of the police friends that are in your pocket to divert away some of the traffic? I don't want any of the any cities in there getting caught in the crossfires.
We already have some things set in motion to where this area is cut off. We have something going on within that district where we are currently at war. We're currently holding down an area that blocks off access to this area. You guys will be in a truck that will have access to get through this area or through the blockade that we have on that street to get you into this area.
And after
Alright.
that, it's just us and the bad guys over on that side, huh?
Yep. There will be no reinforcements. You guys are the only ones going in.
Yeah, if there's gonna be reinforcements, why would you need us, right?
This is
Get us on the
obviously a
truck.
job. It's obviously a job only we can do. We're the only ones you can afford to get killed, right?
It's more than affordable.
Just make sure
Not to make it sound bad, but just letting you guys know, you guys are replaceable. We will find replacements. Do not fail.
Replaceable, huh?
He looks at you.
Have you found a
100%.
replacement yet? Anyone? Any single person that you found yet? One person that you found so far.
Yes, there is one person. But that's confidential information. We cannot disclose his name.
You should send him.
Yeah, well, he's not the one who decided to murder an entire police precinct. Now, is he? Get to the mission.
Murder an entire police precinct. I've killed a lot of people, but I do not know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think you do. And he turns around. Your weapons will be in the armory. Get what you need. Take the explosives. You know your job.
Gonna move on. Burning daylight.
Right,
I
as you
just
guys-
look at the. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I look across at the table of all these crazy high-tech gadgets that all these my other two party members have, and then I just see my trusty loyal stick sitting there. I just grab that. Perfect.
And the lady that's there comes up and says, "Oh, honey, you don't need to use that doggone stick. Look, here." And she goes and she reaches in and she pulls out a metal bar that comes out, and she hands it to you. Don't even worry about it. Take this. This is a lot sturdier.
Oh my gosh, and it feels like half the weight. It's even lighter than my wooden stick. How is this possible?
Immediately converted.
Let me tell you, my bird friend. It's a little secret thing called composite. It's rather hollow inside. It makes it really easy to swing while also maintaining its integrity.
Huh. Well, I don't know how you. I'm looking at it for like holes and stuff. I don't know how you made it hollow without making a hole in it.
Well, it's also extremely magnetic if you tune it right. If you tune a magnet right. For example, and I hold my arm out and I press a button, and my blade off of the locker that was mine shoots and sticks onto my forearm, and like basically retrieves back and locks in place. Very magnetic.
Wow. Magic in the future.
Pretty impressive.
Crazy magic that you guys have.
All right. And as you guys begin to leave the area, you guys get into an elevator, and there's a guy, just a younger guy standing in front of you. He's in overalls and a jacket, and he has a little hat on, and he turns to you. He seems really excited. He's like, "Wow, this is my first mission, guys. I'm glad to be helping you guys get to wherever you need to go."
What's your name, son?
My name is Derek. I've just started here maybe 2 months ago. They finally just gave me the opportunity to drive the truck. I'm excited.
Derek, have you ever heard the term red shirt?
Red shirt.
It's guys that they send along on a mission. They put them in red shirts because they know they're gonna die.
He looks down and looks at his shirt. No.
No, I didn't even notice the color of your shirt. I just just be careful. Are you armed, Derek? Are you armed?
No, I was supposed to drive you guys in and drive out.
Right. Good luck on your first mission, Derek.
At that point, Derek turns and like, if the visual you can see is like the stress lines right behind his head.
Yeah, don't believe him so much, son. I think you'll be fine on your first mission. Derek, what's your name?
Yeah. I'm gonna be fine. You're right.
Step up your lip, son.
And he turns. Yes, Mr. Director, sir. And he turns back around. And he's like, okay. Told me it's fine. I'm gonna make it. This guy's just trying to get under my skin. It's fine. And he's trying to like hype himself back up to the job as the elevator keeps going. It descends, and it seems like it's gone a long ways. It's been about 20 floors. You finally get to the bottom. It opens up into a garage, and there you see just a relatively old van that seems innocuous. It's just a white van, doors. For 400 years, the vehicles are still relatively outdated, at least in the area that you're going into.
Oh, they still got moving one of these here. I thought these things were completely extinct.
Yeah.
This is
rubber
our
tires.
carriage.
A classic VW.
Yeah. Are we gonna strap a horse to the front of it too, Derek?
Wow, you are really, really really no fun to be around. How do you guys deal with him?
You'll
We
see.
just met.
I just met him. He's all right. Kind of funny.
Well, look, in order for us to get through without being noticed, we can't take the police cruisers and we can't take the police SWAT cars because those are expensive. And they told me that if we get shot at, they can't really afford us using that. And so we need to take this one.
So we're gonna drive around in this horse and buggy like pilgrims.
Yeah.
Incognito.
You're not excited?
Not excited for that part.
I'm excited. And he runs over to the van, opens up the door. He gets into the driver's seat. You guys get in the back. Trust me, it's a lot more comfortable than you think.
Here, follow
All
me.
right.
I've seen a couple one of these. I'm sure you know what's in the back of these. Reaches for the doors, open it.
And it's completely empty.
God, dang it! They fucked up the whole image of the VW. There's supposed to be some shag carpets here, with some bean bags and some seats, and they even took out the goddamn paint. Just getting the goddamn paint.
Man, who has a... What's the point in even having one of these anymore if it's not even done up? You know?
This
So
does
you
not
get
look
my
like a
point.
comfortable carriage.
No, it does not.
And as you
And where are the horses?
That's what I was thinking.
As you guys get in, he turns the key and it kind of stalls for a moment. And he's like, all right, guys, you ready? And then as he goes, he's like, oh, wait, I forgot. And as you guys are just sitting here fully uncomfortable, he's like, there's a door that opens on the back to where you can see him. And he's like, oh, God, I'm sorry, I forgot. And he presses a button and it seems like the area within the back of this truck opens up. And you guys see in the doors or on the walls that seem like they were too thin to hold anything. There are weapons. One opens up and there's a screen, and on the ground it opens up for a moment. You guys move to the sides and seats come up with seat belts.
Magic
What kind of
carriage.
There's
Anything real expensive?
nothing too expensive. This seems like stock items. Like there's pistols, there's a rifle on there, but nothing much. Just a couple of hacker chips that you can use. You can put them. You can use them. There's some USBs, so on and so forth. You see a couple of things that will be definitely useful if you're messing around with a computer.
What does a hacker chip do?
You
Like an item you use
insert it.
interface?
Yeah. So you insert it into the computer, and it essentially gives you a +5 to your hacking check with these tools.
I will take literally every single one that is there.
Perfect.
And then what kind of rifle?
It seems like just like similarly to a hunting rifle, more like an AR-15. Doesn't have anything really like special to it. Just seems like an average.
Is there a
AR-15.
window where I can reach Derek?
Yes.
I'm going to grab a pistol and reach forward and set it onto his lap. And then go and sit back down with just the hacker chips. How many do I have?
You have 5.
I'll take it. There aren't any additional daggers or.
Yeah. There's a couple of daggers on there too.
Oh, just regular grade.
Mm-hmm. No. So they are higher grade daggers. Like they are definitely a lot more sturdy, a lot more. They're easier to use. They're a lot lighter than just a regular dagger, but they're not necessarily like.
They're not +1 daggers.
They're not +1 daggers, but they are half the weight, so you can carry more of them.
All right. I'll take a.
As a
take
Vidalkin,
a
you
handful
have
of
to
those.
take all of the daggers you can get. All right, you have to live to Aberdeen's legacy.
I'll take a handful of these daggers.
All right. You get about 7 daggers.
7 daggers. All right.
Mhm.
Man,
And
I'm just taking in all the sights. I'm just shaking my head. It's like, man, I'm just thinking, why are these guys weighing them down so much?
so as this truck drives out of the garage, you guys are able to see the world outside. Initially seems very nice, very pristine within the area that you guys are in. You know, all the buildings are chrome. They look very, very, very nice. Very symmetrical. There's very tall buildings, very short buildings. There's some, and you can see above you, there's vehicles flying around at the top. There's some vehicles on the ground too, but they're mostly like shipment vehicles and so on and so forth. They still hover as well. And as you guys begin to drive out of the city or out of this part of the city, you begin to realize that it's not like that everywhere. As you begin to drive out, you begin to see more very rundown buildings in throughout the cities that you're going through, and it takes about 30 minutes to get to the area that you're going to in San Jose. And
This is the
At
first
this
time you've
point-
seen the real world, Blue Man.
It is something else.
The first time in a while. This is some of the stuff I wanted to clean up. Unfortunately, and it's close to home.
some of the views that you see on the streets is you see one guy kind of just like walking around holding himself. His face kind of just like glitches for a moment, and then his eye goes red, and you see him run into a building, and just like things begin to start flying out of the windows, falling. You begin to see someone you see him throw someone out of a window. You hear the police sirens coming up. The hover vehicles come down from the sky, and then he jumps out of the 3rd-story window directly onto one of the vehicles.
Well, hot damn. Would Goliath know about what like causes something like this? Would it be some type of drug, virus?
It's definitely a virus. You couldn't tell which one it was. It seemed a lot more aggressive.
Man, these street viruses are really no joke, aren't they? You seen a lot of this?
Can I make a check to see if I can recognize that?
Yeah.
What kind of check? Science?
Science check.
Oh yeah, Arcana science.
27, baby.
You would know it as the virus EE or error. Essentially, it turns off the thinking part of the brain and makes you fully primal, and aggressive.
There's a great movie starring Steven Yeun called Mayhem. Same premise, really good.
Hey, keep that in the movie show podcast.
Fuck, shit.
And then as you guys are driving through, you guys begin to see like little like homeless towns where there's like tents and all these things that you guys are driving through.
God, this session just takes place on my block. This is
Tent City, I see.
And then finally you get to this area that's a little bit more built up. It has a couple of buildings. A lot of them are run down. And you get to a blockade that is set by the police of this area. They're sitting there. They're wearing helmets that cover their eyes with visors that are blue. They're holding weapons that have different settings to them, so that way it doesn't always have to be, lethal. And they're signaling you down. You see Derek take out a badge and show it to them. They scan the badge with their palm, and through their visor, they're able to see a couple of things. And they nod to you, and they open up the blockade, and you guys are able to drive in. Seems relatively quiet within the area once you get in. Not as many people running around. You see the occasional person.
As we were
And-
passing by those guards, can I make a
Mhm.
perception check to see how many of them had their weapons on lethal damage
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
versus non-lethal damage?
Mm-hmm.
19.
You're able to see that more than half of them are on lethal.
Oh yeah, this is San Jose for sure. All right, let's go.
When I wrote my backstory, I didn't realize that my character had killed an entire San Jose.
You were like, I see.
And then once you guys pull up, you guys are pulled up into the warehouse district of this area, and then you're dropped off at one of the warehouses, probably around 6 blocks down from the area, and you're able to grab a couple of tools that are with you and head off as Derek begins to drive off. Or he turns around and he says, "All right, I'll be back in 30 minutes."
And then before he leaves, I want to, because I forgot to say it earlier, I want to make sure I get as much rope as I can.
Yeah.
Is there a hammer?
Yes.
Okay. What about a suction cup?
Here's
Yes.
suction cup.
Okay. I'm gonna give those two things.
All right.
Is there a
scared.
second suction cup?
Yes.
Fuck
There's-
yeah. Okay. 2 suction cups and a hammer. Let's go.
Can I get a smiley face sticker?
Derek reaches into his pocket and he pulls out one of those like little pen flips of stickers, and he goes, "You don't want a star?" And he turns it to you. There's like the star. There's like the high five, yeah, good job stickers, and there's a smiley face one.
I for sure want that smiley face. Thank you, though, Derek. I appreciate you. You're a testament to God's gift.
Hey, Derek, hazing aside, you are exactly the type of person who gets killed on their first mission, so just be careful, okay?
Hey, don't be a tit about it.
Wait, what? Wait, but you told me I wouldn't die. You told me everything was gonna go well.
Oh no, this
Mate,
place is fucked.
I did not tell you that.
No, he's talking to Goliath.
Oh no, yeah, where are you driving with your eyes closed out there, boy? You can't tell me you saw that. Like you saw that stuff and you're all like, oh no, it's all good. This town's
Well-
fucked.
But Senior Director Thomas Mead says that everything's fine and that
Don't ever use that son of a bitch's name in front of me ever again. You hear?
but he's the
You
Senior
hear?
Director.
Not in front of me.
Okay.
No, you have a good day, Derek. All right, take care. Say
Hey,
mama, say hey.
Derek, look at me. Do you see how much of a fucking asshole that I am?
Yeah, I've been able to
How
gather.
many people do you think I've killed?
At least 100?
A lot more. I used to be like you. Don't fucking die today. And I slap him way too hard on the shoulder. Like way too like drunk uncle grabbing a toddler and accidentally knocking them over. Like
Ooh.
way
Ooh.
too hard on the shoulder. And then I walk away.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Look, maybe I should head back to the blockade and hang out with them until you guys give me a signal.
You'll know the signal when you hear it. Trust me though, when you do hear it, better get your ass over here and get your ass over here quick.
All right. Sounds good to me. Don't even worry about it. And he like gets in the car and like again you see those stress lines behind the car.
Just
as
gonna
it's
sit in the
driving
car
away.
and we just made him think he was gonna get fucking murdered the whole time. I've seen the raid. I know they have guys go kill the getaway driver, right?
Mm-hmm. And from there, you guys are about 5 blocks down from where you need to be, and we will. Let's see. Do you guys want to take an intermission before we get into the combat?
At some point, probably
Yeah.
before we do the whole session. But
I can
Okay.
pee.
Okay. Well, let's head on to what's gonna happen. So you guys are at the warehouse in which you guys will have the best vision of what's going on. You guys do have binoculars that will help you see much farther than normal binoculars do at a much clearer vision than normal ones will. As you guys ascend through this warehouse, there's a bunch of just broken crates. It's not as structurally sound as you would like it to be, but it's enough to where you guys are able to get up to the top and take a moment to see what's happening. I'm gonna need perception checks from everyone who's going to be using their binoculars to see, as you only have one set of them.
Oh wait, we only have one total.
Yeah, one total of the binoculars to see.
I add +3. I'll give guidance to whoever does it.
I get a +0.
I get +8.
Okay, I will. I'll take
eyes.
the binoculars for a second, and I'll just look over at you and hand them over, and I'll cast guidance on you.
I'm like checking
So you
out
added
these
D4.
telescopes. Then I decide I make the 2 + 2. I hold up to my eyes, and oh my gosh, I thought my bird eyes were impressive before.
As
But this
as
is-
you
Something else.
yeah, go ahead and roll the perception check.
And add your +4.
And then what's the thing for guidance?
Roll a D4 and add that to the total as well.
Okay. Perfect. So 17 + 4 says 21.
All right. So you're looking around, you're really enthralled by the fact that you can essentially see across the city with these things. And then finally you're able to dial yourself back in, and you look down at the warehouse in which you need to get to, and you notice that outside there's several armed guards, probably around like 5 armed guards that are out there. You see a truck. One guy is talking to this truck. It's a semi-truck, and he closes the door. He steps down. He waves off the truck. The truck leaves, and you see a guy in full combat armor sitting there, kind of just barking orders at everyone. As you are able to, you kind of turn your hand, and then it zooms in a little bit more, and you see that around his neck he has a USB port, or a USB that's just sitting there, and it seems like it's akin to what you guys are looking for.
Hmm.
See anything with those binoculars there, bird boy?
Looks like I counted about 5 guys. They have more of those magical carriages, but a lot bigger, going in and out, and one very heavy-looking guy who seems to has some of those chippy things that you like, 86. He's wearing one around his
Well,
neck.
Well, that means we know who our target is. Here, I'll send a friend in, and I tap a button on my shoulder, and the little like thing that's been sitting on my shoulder has these 4 little propellers that prop out of it, and it flies up, and you see a couple like bulbs flash, and then like a 1 foot diameter, like a little over 1 foot, like hologram pops up around it. That's like this circle with these like slight moving parts, and it basically creates this like illusory larger shape that makes it harder to hit the little floating thing inside. Always a chance that I lose this if I send it in, and he's pretty useful, but I can try to have him get a closer look if you think that's valuable.
That
Oh.
is a crazy looking familiar you have there, friend.
Yeah, you seem to be from like the 1700s. Is that accurate? Like you're like it's normal for people to wear like metal clothes to protect them, like armor, and use like swords and things that don't do
Well-
special thing? What are you?
I mean, we don't really have a concept of time, but yes, back in my home, there was some people that wore lots of heavy armor, like the guy I saw out there. Your carriages are odd, but they're magical. So
You notice how his armor, it's like tight and close to his chest. It has padding and things like that, and it really kind of fits in. Like, are you used to that, or are you more used to like big metal pauldrons?
I mean, I have not seen such fine craftsmanship work before. No.
Okay. Do you know what a gun is?
Yeah, they had small ones that it shoots a small little pebble, one little pebble, and then they have to.
Okay, well, if you see
know.
something that looks like that but more modern, more scientific looking, they hurt a lot more than they used to. Okay, don't get hit by that.
Just don't let anybody point and shoot anything at you.
Yes.
Hey, I used to be able to catch those things in my hand. I'm that good.
Maybe you still can, but they shoot a lot faster. No more bang and then 3 minutes of packing the powder. You can just keep going. So be careful.
All right, no problem.
Do you think we can ascertain any additional information, or have we pretty much checked out everything we need to see?
I'm going to. Okay, so my little drone guy does not technically have a fly speed. So if I were to have him go down the building that we're on, would he take fall damage, or would he be able to just kind of float down?
No, he'd be able to float down.
Okay, cool. So we'll say he's like a couple feet off the ground. He can't fly up, but he's not gonna like crash. If I just throw my drone out, he fucking dies.
Fucking tosses him over the belt. Immediately destroys it.
All right, so I just kind of point out, and he floats down, and he's gonna float around the back of the building.
All right.
And just kind of see if he can peek in through some windows. If we see those guys moving in, I'm gonna call him back.
Give me 1 second. Computer's being really slow.
His name is Richard, by the way, guys.
Richard, I like it.
Richard.
All right. So, as your little drone gets closer and closer, he's be able actually roll a stealth check for me for him.
The sick ass +2 dex. Oh shit! Wait, sorry, +1 dex. 16.
All right. So his outer shell kind of becomes a little bit begins to match what he's rolling around. So he's been pretty hidden as he's going through. He gets closer and he sees that there's 3 trucks in the back that look like they're being loaded with stuff. And it's not just like any stuff. It looks like it's parts for people or like cyborgs that you can see. There's arms that look like they can be reattached. There's legs. There was even a torso at one point. Looks like and then on top of that, there looks like there's weapons that can also be attached to these things that are being shipped out. It looks like this is a major shipping weapons shipper, weapons dealer for their Cardinal Jackals.
Okay, so I can't see through his eyes, but I imagine he. Yeah, I was gonna say I imagine he like kind of changes colors like when he's in front of me to like speak in Morse code or something.
Yeah.
And then can he remotely transmit things to me, or he has to come back to show me?
He would have to come back to show you,
Okay.
but you can kind of hear the beeping in the headset that you have. connected to him. It's like the Morse
No, they
code that he's
have-
beeping.
There's men in the back, moving things, people, weapons. That doesn't sound good, guys.
Sounds like dark magic to me.
I would imagine so. That's where
Yeah,
they sent us.
I think the world runs on dark magic by your standards now.
And some more information that he gets. He looks into one of the windows, and he notices that there's a guy with a rifle, and a scope on it. Kind of just watching the skies. He notices that at least two of the places, two of the windows have guys like that. So you guys have counted 5 in the front and at least 5 that are in the back, including the 2 in the windows.
5 more. Sniper. Second window. Sniper to the right. Well, it's going to be a lot more fun than we thought it was.
What's the weather like outside? Is it sunny?
It's very muggy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
San
is
Jose.
odd.
The sky's a beautiful shade of yellow.
Which is odd because when you were in the main part of San Jose, the city, where the capital is of this district, it was clear skies.
What time is it?
Probably around about 4 p.m.
Keen mind, baby. I know the exact time.
Yeah, it's about 4:30 p.m.
4:30.
Yeah, and it's on a Saturday.
Well,
All right, it's about 4:30. I say we let's sit and observe them for a couple hours. Stake them out. See, 'cause
for
they
a
got
couple of hours. They're loading up cargo right now. As soon as those trucks are loaded, they're going to be taking off. I don't think we have a couple of hours. I think we have right now.
our job isn't to stop this cargo. It's to get that thing that's around that gentleman's neck.
And if there's something in the cargo that is of value to us,
We could definitely stop one truck. And then maybe use the truck to get in.
how far is it between buildings?
So it's about each block is probably around. Imagine the block of like between you've been in San Jose, I assume. Tully and McLaughlin, right there on that corner.
Okay, so it's like a road.
block.
It's not
Yeah.
like an alleyway. It's like a road.
Yeah, it's like a road.
I think we might need to go now.
I stand firm. The job isn't to get anything that's on these vans or anything in this shipment. Our job is to get one person.
And Derek suggested 30 minutes. You think we have all that time? Sit, wait, and watch.
What do you suggest?
Suggest we move now.
Get moving.
Are we good with that?
Yes. I was like, I'm taking it all in one step by step, but I'm ready. I'm ready to face these challenges. I'm not afraid. I have a trained, strong monk mind.
Right.
All right.
And,
I think we're gonna climb into the building and try to stealth our way to get close.
All right. I'm gonna need everyone to roll stealth checks.
Oh yeah, baby.
Let's do it.
Guidance. $27. Let's fucking go.
All right.
Oh wow, just 20.
Fuck. 14.
An average
when I-
of 21.
When I switched to Vidalk and I didn't properly get my things, I gotta readjust it a little bit.
I'm gonna call Richard back in our direction as well. I don't want him to get hurt.
All right. As you guys are walking down, you see Richard able to come by, As you guys,
I'm also gonna back up the images into a flash drive
Mhm.
and then put the flash drive in my pocket and keep
Perfect.
it floating around.
in the pictures, you do actually have the license plates of the ship, the trucks.
Excellent.
As you guys are approaching, you guys begin to slowly, like, incrementally go through each of the warehouses, unseen by anyone within the vicinity, until you finally get to kind of the opening of the area of this warehouse that you guys are going to. You guys are about 30 or about 60 feet away from it, and for a moment, you see the sniper that's in the window kind of look to the side of which you guys are at, because Goliath, trying to be as sneaky as he can, knocks something over and makes a sound. The guy looks for a moment as you guys pause, and then he looks away. He does as if he didn't see anything.
All right. Well, I have a couple of tricks up my sleeve. I've got a device that I can use to overheat someone's weapon to try to disarm them. I can cloak myself to make myself invisible, but if I move too quickly so as to attack someone or something like that, I'll lose that. It only works when I'm moving slowly. I can make myself appear to be in multiple places, so I'm harder to hit. If we get into a melee, that'll be useful. I do have a few escape plans as well, but I think those will come to it. If we wind up on the run, I could probably track someone. Beyond that, everything else I have is used to kill.
Same goes for me. I can do damage to a couple adjacent people within not a decent walking distance away from me. What I'm best at is making sure I target one person and secure myself some big damage.
Wow, you guys are very incredible wizards, but wait till you see my fire fist. Maybe that'll impress you guys in the future.
Do you think it's worth me cloaking myself and trying to move in, take a look inside, or do we want to just attack? Try to take them out quickly.
Where's our position to the building right now, from where we're stopped?
So you guys, if this was the north south, you guys are west of the.
How far?
60 feet
Okay.
60 feet, like from the building or from the sniper?
from the building.
Okay.
The sniper is on the second floor of the or in the top of the window. It doesn't look like the warehouse itself has a second floor. It looks like it has a little rail that they can.
All right.
Okay, so the sniper's like 70 feet or something.
Yeah.
Here's a plan. Can I find like an area where like a blind spot for the sniper so I can shoot up with my short bow a length of rope and attach it to the building so that we can climb up to the top?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Gotcha. Is there anybody that can help me with
But
this?
It's too late.
instead of wisdom, use your intelligence.
Excellent. That works a lot better. What a shitty roll. 9.
9. You're having a really hard time identifying any like blind spots for them. You feel like you got really lucky where you're at.
So I feel the most comfortable shooting up an arrow in this area.
Well, it's not
No.
necessarily that you're comfortable shooting an arrow from this area. It's you feel like he has a really good vision on the area that you guys are at. You guys just happen to get lucky in not being seen.
Okay.
Well, I can move in and see what I can see inside, and I'll move up to that second story, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's definitely a plan. See if you can get yourself in, cause some form of
Distraction.
distraction so that we can sneak our ways in, get up to the roof.
Oh, I don't want to speak, but I'll beep 3 times on the earpiece when I'm about to attack, so you can prepare your shot as well.
Understood. We'll wait
If
for
that's the
that signal.
case. Otherwise, I'll come back and be able to speak. All right, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself, and I am going to very slowly move in.
All right.
All right.
As you're slowly moving in, you see some of you're slowly moving in step by step. You see one of the trucks drive off of the lot, head out. One of the guys that was standing initially, from where you can see now, gets into the second truck, and then it begins to start it.
Before he gets into the second truck, do I have enough time to get to that truck?
No, you're probably around 45 feet away from that truck.
I can't like make it up there and throw something in the back of it while he's.
Well, you're using your walking speed, right?
Yeah, 30.
Yeah, so
I'm
you'd
not
be
gonna,
able to get
dash or anything. I wanted to throw one of the explosives in the back of the truck.
Yeah,
but maybe that's a bad idea.
Well, if you throw the explosive, you won't be invisible anymore.
Yeah, I won't do that. I already have the license plate anyway.
Now, if you were to just get to the truck and stick the explosive on there, that wouldn't be an attack, because remember, you have to throw it at the.
But I can't do that, right?
Well, not to the second one, but to the third one, you'd be able to.
How many triggers do we have? Is it possible that I could blow up the warehouse without blowing up that truck, or vice versa?
No, you have one trigger. The explosives are meant to go off at the same time.
If I get up that close, what's in the back of it? Is there any other details I can glean other than what I've already learned from Richard?
So, as you are getting closer to it, you you do your little like Spider-Man thing, and then you get to the truck. You kind of get on it like this. One guy just walks directly past you. You could smell the cologne coming off of him as he passes. You're able to kind of sneak to the back of it, and you see that this one seems more like of the cybernetic parts. So like there's certain like chips and like arms and like forearms and all this that look like they're meant to be reinstalled onto the body as an augmentation.
Is it like a dump truck, or is it like a pickup style truck?
Pickup truck.
Fuck. Okay.
No, it's more like a semi.
Like a tractor trailer type thing.
Would it be possible for me to attempt to hack it to lift the bed up and dump all the shit out?
Yeah, I'd make a check.
Because invisibility attacks or cast a spell, and nothing else would be. I can't use guidance, but I can use Flash of Genius if I roll bad. How many Flash of Geniuses do I have? Oh, I don't have that yet, actually. That's later. 21.
Yeah, you sneak your way up to the front of the truck. The door is sitting open, and you're able to take a cord and kind of stick it into the truck. You hit a couple of buttons on your on the screen that you have there, or on your arm. The truck instantly, you hear the mechanism activate, and the truck begins to slowly just like lift as the contents begin to fall out. The guy who was sitting in the back of it falls out of it too, and is kind of crushed by all the stuff.
Oh fuck! As soon as it starts happening, I'm gonna try to flank wide to get away from anyone, just in case anyone's gonna run into me. And I'm gonna go back and just recon the whole place, unless something that I need to respond to right away stands out. I'm just gonna recon the whole building.
All right, so you see that there's 6 areas, or 6 piles of crates within this warehouse. You see that there's only 2 people, one at each end, on the top part. Where the snipers are. So there's only 2 snipers. There's about, looks like the guys that were in the front came inside, and they're in there inspecting the stuff. There's a couple of workers in there. and then you see the guy who had the black armor and the USB on his necklace, walking through the back. And he's like, "You guys are so useless. Who let this happen? I can't. I'm going to my office." And he begins to walk towards the rear of the warehouse.
Okay. From the inside of the warehouse where the 5 dudes are, or the 4 now, I guess, since he's over there, can they see where the snipers are?
Yes.
It's like completely open. There's like no chance of us killing one of the
Well,
snipers without being seen.
It's open, but it's not well lit. So as long as the snipers don't make too much noise, you would be fine.
Okay. In that case,
Like, for example, if someone casts silence, they would not know the difference. Except they'd be really confused as to why they couldn't hear anything.
okay. Fuck.
Meanwhile, I'm preparing my shot of my special arrow that will shoot out a length of rope to let me climb.
Where the snipers are, are they all standing near a ledge where they could potentially be pushed?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up behind one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap my earpiece 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. Is there a way to get down from there? So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be invisible, walk up, shove him over the edge, and dip out of the way so that they would hear him hit the ground, and by the time he hits the ground, I'm gone.
Yes. But you'd have to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay, so first I have to roll the
yeah.
check. Do I get advantage on that since it's an attack?
Yes.
Or okay. So beep beep beep.
I know Goliath. I'm like,
Shoot.
I wait just a moment, and like it's like beep beep beep, shove.
Mm-hmm.
First
make
one's a
the
natural
attack.
18, second one's a 15, so 18 plus athletics 25,
Yeah, he's going down.
and then a dex save or a stealth or what for?
Well, yeah, make a stealth check.
And as soon as I heard the 3 beeps, I shot my shot.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth is only a 10.
All right.
did we see his body just come flying off the side?
No, he fell the back.
Oh, okay.
Rolling.
The opposite side that we're on.
So yeah, this is the one towards them, because there's one towards us and one away.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
this is the one that was 80 feet away. I'm shoving him down to the ground, so he's only 60 feet away, so he's within your range of your weapon. And then I'm trying to duck out of the way so that when he hits the ground and they look, they don't see me.
All right.
If only I had that one artifact dagger there, Cody.
All right. So you push him, and then you kind of try to dip back to the stairway, but in that moment, someone goes, "Hey!" points to you, and there's going to be 3 attacks at you. One was a 9, which probably doesn't hit. One was an 11, which doesn't hit, and then an 18.
Nope.
Right. So you start to run down the stairs. You guys hear gunshots as these bullets begin to fly right past him.
I look at Goliath and I just know. It's like, I think he did the thing.
Shit. All right, it's time to move.
Right. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Whoo! My initiative rolls are always bad. It doesn't matter what my dexterity modifier is. It doesn't matter what character.
Oh my god, nat 1. So I have a 6.
Almost a natural 19. But
all right.
the dice hit me. 13 total.
6.
All right. And from
6.
there, that's where we're going to take our little take our break. And then we'll get into the combat right when we get back.
All right, guys. See you in a bit.
All right, and we are back.
I'm hungry, but
For
also,
some-
sorry to interrupt you, Albert. Before we get started, let me get these plugs in real quick. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch. Also, don't forget to check out our boy Jay Rasman. Cody, remind me of the handle because I can't remember off the top of my head.
His name is Jay Hall, and it's JERAZZMAN, Jay Rasman on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. He does all the awesome art for us. We don't have art for this campaign because we just started, but we'll see how this goes. And if it goes awesome, we'll probably get art for this as well. So you'll be seeing more of Jay. A couple of us have new pieces for either like previous one-shot characters or like updates for the Dune Sea arc and things like that. We've been working with him on all of this, so he's become the face of our characters, or provided us with the face of our characters.
So go check him out because he's a freaking cool guy. Still waiting on my art from him. I love you, buddy. And Albert. Oh, sorry. Back to you.
All right. So last we left off for this intermission, we were about to enter combat. 86 just got made after he pushed someone down, and dude died from the fall. But yeah,
Nice.
Was that 30-foot
Works.
fall? Or how tall is
yeah,
it?
about
60
30 feet.
Weak.
And
What a
the rest of the
peasant.
guys are now freaking out. There are a couple of guys that are outside that are now looking to come into the warehouse as well. We rolled initiative. Let me get my initiative track.
All I remember is that we all rolled low. So we suck.
I rolled a 46, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
I would like to know what you are using for that.
Imagine rolling a 46 though, dude. Holy, you would have to like.
I'm sure there's a theory craft out there somewhere. That
You
lets
would literally have to focus everything on just your initiative.
Your character does like a D4 plus 2, but you got a 46 on initiative.
You always get to go first.
Man. All right, so 86. What was your initiative? Or do you remember?
I think it was 6.
No, let's just re-roll initiative because I don't remember what they were.
That was so funny that we all rolled so low, but
Save.
all right, you're the DM.
Save.
All right. I'm pretty.
All I
I rolled even lower.
Oh, I got a 21. I got a 21. Yes, I love it when you forget things.
13. I'll take
God
it. Well, 13.
6.
Oh, 21.
Hey, Eddie, Eddie, that's what you get for talking shit.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, 2 for the price of 1. That's a fair trade.
Fuck.
God
Oh
damn
man, for everyone else, they got advantage. He got disadvantage. Feels bad.
it.
All
All
right,
right, let's fucking go. God damn it, I hate this video game.
Don't get hit, bro.
All right, and yours is so you rolled a natural 2. What is your modifiers to that?
+4, so I got 6.
6. Got it.
Damn
All
it.
right, and then you rolled a 13, Bruce.
Yeah.
And then what
That's,
was your bird's name
everything.
again?
Marcus.
Sorry,
Got
fucking
it.
not last time. God damn it.
All right, let me go here real quick.
Cyberpunk playlist is fucking fire.
Ooh, Gerardo, you better be playing that Cyberpunk playlist, bro. Alright, what am I gonna do as the literal last person on initiative order? I hate myself. What do I do? We could sneak somehow? Damn it.
All right, so first up is 86. As you're dashing down the stairs, dodging bullets, You get to the first. You got down to the first door. You realize that there are guys running in from the outside.
I don't have anything to hit more than one person at a time. I'm really good at beating up one guy. I probably shouldn't focus on that. Okay, so I get down the stairs. There's guys coming in from like one way, like across the building, like the opposite side. There's guys coming in. Okay, there's like the other 3, 5, however many are over there. 3.
So there was 5. There's 4 that were in there. You knocked one off of the thing. There's a guy on the ledge at the top who can see you with the gun, but you are behind the stack of crates. You look out the doorway. You see 4 of the guys rushing in to.
Okay. How far is the closest guy to me?
He's probably around 30 feet. The guy up on the up on the ledge that the stairs leads to is probably around 25 feet, not including up. Like if you were to have to go up the stairs.
That's a guy with a rifle, right? So
yeah.
25 feet away, I could hit him without moving.
Yeah.
If range. Okay. I'm gonna just hold my like wrist blade up and just launch the blade off at him.
All right. Roll to hit.
This is why you shouldn't write your character to be cool, because then you have to roll for it. And if you write your character is really cool, but then you just roll really shitty all the time, you roll a 10 on your stealth check, you roll a nat 1 on your first attack roll, things like this just happen, and you just feel like a fucking loser. So I guess I'm going to take my second attack. Oh! That 20!
All right.
What?
That good karma swinging back.
There is no in between.
So I launch the blade out and it misses, and then I call it back and it like gets him in the back.
All right.
Ooh, and a 6 on damage. 3, 15 on damage. And then is it possible for me to get full cover by just using my movement?
Yes. Well, not from the guys that are coming through the door, but full cover from the guys from the back, yes.
Okay. And if I were to send Richard up there with the guy that I just hit to attack him, would he be in range of just that guy, or would he be in range of everybody?
Well, funny story. As the blade is recalled, it rips through his chest and brings him down to your hand.
Yes!
He comes out, and he basically, the blade goes in, and on your fist, the guy sits there until the blade's out, and he falls down right in front of you.
Fuck yeah, dude. Okay. I'm going to have Richard floating right behind me. So there's no one else that's separate. It's everyone's in groups, right?
Yeah.
I don't want him to die. I'm gonna have him float right next to me.
All right.
So that if I get attacked in melee, I can use his reaction, but I'm not gonna have him attack. And I don't think I have any other bonus actions. I do not. That's it.
All right. And I need you to make the attack for your arrow, Eddie.
All right. The wasted arrow on the roof. Let's do this, baby. 20.
20. So you shoot the arrow, and it's able to find its mark. It drills into the wall, and then the latches that are on the arrow open up, and you're able to get a hold onto it, and you're able to pull on it, and you're able to get to there. It's gonna take you your full movement to get there.
Okay.
Essentially you're making the dash action, but it's because you basically made a zip line to get there.
Yeah. Go. 6. All right. How far is the closest person that I can shoot?
They're all inside. You see one guy on the outside. He's probably around 60 feet or about 45 feet away from you because he ran towards the building.
And can I see inside?
You can, but that would be a lot harder of a shot. You would have that with disadvantage.
Okay. And like, how far away am I from inside?
You're 60 feet away from the wall.
Okay.
Inside, you're probably around 75 to 80 feet. So you would have disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, isn't he just making a shot? Because he got like the lowest initiative, right? So it's not his turn right now, right?
Right.
Oh no, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm last. All right, never mind. Who's next?
But you have the zip line to get across.
Okay, I can get like close to the how close to the building if I were to use a zip line?
So the zip line is going to create the possibility of making the 60-foot jump from building to building in 30 feet of movement. Because you're going to be moving a lot faster than if you were running. And yeah, you are up, Marcus.
And so if I wanted to just grab Goliath and just pick him up and fly us up there, how much encumbered would my move speed be?
You'd have to make a strength roll to see if you can lift him, and then your movement speed would be half. Your flight speed would be half.
Okay.
I'm very light.
You're very light. That's good.
But also keep in mind he's using bird wings.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, really strong bird wings. You know, I could fly like 60 feet on these bad boys in 6 seconds. 10 feet a second.
Are they Harvey Birdman, attorney at law?
All right. I guess I'll roll the strength check to attempt to pick him up.
All right, go and roll it. And how much does your character weigh?
I have a -1 to strength.
What's your constitution?
Let's see. +3.
+3. So you're a pretty hefty boy for your size. Probably a lot of like you're not strong, but you are hefty.
And
Am I doing just the strength modifier or the athletics?
This one's a strength check, not athletics. No, this one will be athletics actually, because you're lifting and holding.
I could do athletics. Ooh, okay, 23 then.
23. All right,
Yeah.
you're able to lift him. You lift him off of the ground, and you're able to.
And how
gain your
tall is the
footing.
building?
It's about 45 feet.
Perfect.
So you are.
I spend a key point to get my extra
Step
step. It's like a
Step of the wind.
step of the wind. Activate my step of the wind. So I'll use dash as a bonus action too. So
Okay.
even if it's halved, we get 60 feet of flight movement still right now.
All right.
And
So
I'm gonna
You're
fly.
able to get. To
I'm
the-
assuming that the after the commotion, the guy on the top is going the other way, or
There's no more. There's
Guys
no more
at the
guys
top.
with rifles.
all right, perfect. We're landing on the roof. Then we're going through
All right.
the top.
Sounds good. And after that, it is the general's turn. He steps out of the room and he. What's happening? Who's here? And he goes back into the room, and then he comes back out, and he's holding a rifle, a relatively large rifle.
Is the
Coming
big guy
for
with
me?
the USB?
Yeah.
Okay.
The USB.
All right, and next up are the grunts. So 4 are going to slowly move into the crates area. So there are some that are in cover, and then there's going to be 3 of them are going to try to hide along the walls that are in between the doorways, and one's going to come in and he's going to point his weapon at 86.
Thought that was freaking hidden, bro.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Buster.
And that is a 10, so the bullet flies right past you.
Let's go.
Never mind.
These guys roll like shit. I love it.
Everybody's rolling like shit here, bro.
That's true.
All right, and next up is going to be Goliath.
Sam Hill, it's about goddamn time. All right.
I love your Monsieur Candy voice.
Thank you. All right. So where am I relative to everything?
You are
how
on the
close is-
roof.
I'm on the roof. All right. Cool.
Yes.
Can I find an opening?
Yeah, there's
and-
there's a doorway, but the roof is fully cement.
So there's no way for me to like Spider-Man like zip line down and like
No.
drop on like a dude and like. All right.
You can
cool.
zip line off the side of the wall to get to the windows, but the top does not have any viewpoint.
All right.
There is a
I'm gonna-
vent that is at the top though. That if you want to go down that would require
Oh hell yeah!
a dexterity save. Well, an acrobatics.
Acrobatics check.
Mhm.
Can it be All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, go and roll acrobatics.
17.
17. All right, so you're able to get into the vent, and you notice that it goes straight down, and you're able to hold yourself in position as you're going down. And it's not like you're holding yourself for long, but you're able to catch yourself in within moments to keep yourself from falling directly through the vent. And you're able to make it to the point where you're able to get to the level, and you about 5 feet after you get down, you see that there is a vent cover that you can take out. But that would
Alright,
take your action.
That would take my action to take out the vent cover. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out the vent cover.
So you shake it once, you shake it twice, and then go and make a strength check with advantage. Or an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics check. All right. Cool.
Mhm.
And we'll take that 17.
All right, so you are able to push it, and it falls. I'm going to make a roll really quickly. All right, and the vent falls down, and it actually lands on one of the guys. I need you to roll a d6 and add your strength modifier to the damage.
All right. Let's do this shit, baby. 1.
Roll it, 1. All
Plus
right,
your
so
strength.
I rolled a 2 and I added my strength.
So it kind of grazes him on the back. He stops and he looks up, and he's really confused as to why. Why the vent fell.
1 damage is the equivalent of sneezing too hard.
The vent fell. It didn't really touch him, but it scared him enough to hurt him.
Hey, listen.
We're gonna say it did. We're gonna say it did 1 psychic damage.
Listen.
He got scared and whacked his elbow on the wall. He's like, ah!
Listen.
Ah!
I could have rolled lower. All right. Be thankful.
Technically true.
Whew. He could have rolled no damage. No, I think there's a minimum of 1 damage.
Not anymore.
All right. And I'm gonna bonus action hide.
All right,
Good lord.
go ahead and roll the stealth check
All right.
with advantage because you are actually in full cover.
16.
16, and that's with the advantage.
Correct.
All right, cool.
And you're like inside the vent right now?
I'm inside the bed here.
Dude,
didn't,
artificers have fucking no spell slots.
I took the wrong skills.
Eesh.
Selecting Phantom, but it's okay. I can just fix it tomorrow.
All right, and next up is going to be 86.
Let's fucking go. How far away is the boss?
He's probably he's not within your vision because you're behind the crates. So the crates are about 8 feet up, stacked.
And all
there's
the
little-
bad guys are holding their reactions for when I peek out. Yeah.
and there's one guy that's in front of you,
You gotta send that.
How far away is that guy?
about 20 feet.
I'm gonna
Alright,
launch
roll
my
to hit.
blade at him again. Dude, this isn't possible. This isn't possible.
What'd you roll?
shouldn't be possible. It's a 1. It's a fucking 1.
Again, God.
It's my second 1 in 2 turns. And my next attack is certainly not a 20. It's a 3 plus 9. So 12. Does 12 hit his
12?
armor class?
You are in luck. That is his exact armor class.
What? Watch me roll the lowest. No, I didn't roll. Okay. 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. So
There it goes.
as you shoot it, it flies directly past him. And he kind of just looks and kind of laughs a moment, turns around, and then you recall the blade, and it catches him in the side. And it definitely looks like it caught something vital. As it just slices through his side, he kind of just stops. He takes a moment to hold on to his gun, and he's still standing, but it's not good.
Okay, he's 25 feet away. Is he out in the open?
Yes.
Fuck. How fast is Kid? And the thing. Okay, so Richard has 40 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
If I send him out to attack and come back, can he make it back behind cover, or is he out in the open?
He can. I said he was 20 feet away, so he can go there and make it back.
Okay, so he's gonna go make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
He gets +5 to hit. Not great. 17, 22 to hit.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
D8
And
plus 3.
So, what does his attack look like?
So he's like this little. So physically he's this little drone, but he's this like holographic little orb of like circles that are like spinning, and they'll like rotate, and then they'll rotate the other direction. And he kind of like blinks a little bit, and he changes colors and stuff. So when he gets get up close, he'll like turn red, and a little arc of electricity will like and like zap him like 5 feet away and zap him.
Well, no damage needed to be rolled. He flies up, and the zap directly hits the guy in the middle of his forehead. You see him kind of just like, and then he just falls to the ground.
Oh yes, thank you, Richard. All right, come back, and he flies like right back over to me and like hides behind the cover with me, and I'm just like ducked down, just like.
All right.
That's it.
And next up is going to be Marcus. You are on the roof. You
Right,
saw.
I see Goliath jump down the vent.
Mm-hmm.
I look down. It's a narrow vent, too tight of a
Yeah.
squeeze for me to follow. So I'm gonna just go ahead and there's windows below me.
Yeah. So
I wanna
there's
go
windows
ahead-
on the side. So
right.
if you could drop down, and you can use your flight to get in through the window.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Drop down the
Alright.
side and kick through the window in the bottom there.
All right. And so as you go down, you crash straight through this window. The glass flies everywhere, and now everyone sees you upstairs, and you have their attention.
Perfect. Do I have a clear line of sight on anybody?
Yeah.
On any
So
hostiles?
because you're on the ledge, you can see the four people hiding behind the crates, and you can also see the general.
All right. Perfect. I fly in. I'm flapping my wings around.
Mm-hmm.
And you said 4 of them are all behind the one
Yeah,
crate.
they're behind
general-
cover. So
But the
they're not
general
all
is in
behind.
the open.
The general is in the open by his door, in the back, and then the 4 are behind a crate each, 1 crate each. So like there's piles of crates, and there's about 5 of them. One of them is underneath you. The crate is underneath you, and the rest of the guys are hiding behind the ones in the open.
All right, perfect. And how far is the general from me right now?
Probably around 45. Let me see.
Oh, okay, that's no problem. I got 120 feet range. I'm gonna go ahead and just stretch back one of my wings out real wide, and then just hit him with a blast of concentrated air as a airbolt cantrip.
All right. Go and roll the hit.
Oh my gosh, dice won't stop spinning. 19.
19. 19 does hit.
Perfect. And then he'll take 2d10 damage here.
Alright.
12.
12. All right.
12 and he's also stumbled back 5 feet upon getting hit by the spell.
All right. So he stumbles back 5 feet, and his back hits the wall behind him.
And
now it's,
how do I have any movement still left?
Yeah, you have a little bit of movement left. I think you have like 15 feet.
All right, is that okay? That's enough. I'm going to like hover down to try to fall down to those crates that's below me, and then the last, I guess, like however how tall I am, I'm just gonna release and just dive down and duck behind the crate.
All right. All right, and now it's the general's turn. He looks relatively frustrated, and I'm gonna make a perception check for him. See what he sees. Yeah, so he only knows that you've ducked behind the crates. At this point, he is frustrated and he is rolling. He is just shooting. You guys weak.
And then he's just
Where's
blasting
my
like the
dice?
crates that I'm hiding
Yeah.
behind. Oh boy.
Jeez.
And so I'm
Destructible
gonna
cover,
roll
I like
with
that.
disadvantage.
I like that destructible cover.
All right, and so he rolled a 21 shooting through the crate. So that is going to hit you as he readies his rifle and he just blows straight through the crate. And
Oh, so the crate doesn't help, doesn't give me an AC bonus at all? If it,
it did, but he rolled a 21.
well, I have
Was
an
it
AC of
disadvantage
20,
or what?
so.
Did he give him like disadvantage or what?
Yeah, with disadvantage, he rolled a 14.
Damn, bro.
I'll say how much. Oh, okay. I'll say I have
It-
20 AC, so I don't know how much the cover bonus gave me. If it gives me
Well,
more
it gave
than
him
one-
disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So he goes through. Okay.
And you're going to take 18 damage as the giant projectile just flies straight through, hits you.
Oh, and it is a projectile, so I'll
Yes.
use my reaction to try to monk counter this missile projectile.
A fucking bullet, a bird catching a bullet.
This super
Trying
like
to.
high-powered rifled bullet too.
Do it.
Okay. How does
I
this
expect
work?
the bullet to do more damage, so it'll probably end up you like slightly like catching it in a different
Acrobatics.
part of your body.
Wait, let me make sure
16
I.
plus 8, so that's 24. I'm not
Alright, give
sure.
me-
Let me see what this
Is
says.
it plus dex or plus dex and proficiency?
It says
probably-
hit. It says hit slash DC. Oh wait, no. I think that's for shooting the missile back Not
Let me
for the
see if I can
catch.
find it. Monk.
Damage reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity
missiles.
modifier plus your monk level.
Okay, so roll a d10. What's your dexterity? 20?
Yeah, so it's plus
So
5
it's d10 plus 10.
and then monk level 5. Okay, d10 plus 10 is how much damage I'll reduce it by. So it's 16.
Ooh, you barely. So as it comes through, you can hear it crashing through the crates as you begin to move your hand to try to catch it. But the only thing that happens is you are able to change the trajectory, and it grazes your arm, dealing 2 damage to you.
All right, all right.
And
That was
you
like-
and
Whoa.
86 sees this projectile hit the wall and create a giant crater within it.
I see what you mean about the guns. 86.
And now the cover is gone. At least within a certain area, there's less cover as it
Right.
blew straight through where it is.
Right, perfect. I'm just standing there, had my fist up, deflected that thing, and I'm just like, all right, I'm ready to take on the next one.
All right, and next up is going to be the little goons. One's going to come out and he's going to shoot at 86. He runs to the door, turns, and he shoots. And this one is going to strike true with a nat 20.
Jesus.
Against who?
Yeah, on who?
Against 86.
Ooh,
Roller.
naturally.
I would like to use Aberdeen's protective field ability. Fuck.
All right, and you're going to take 10 damage
Okay.
as the bullet catches you in the shoulder. It looks like it was a clean shot straight through. The bullet hits the wall behind you.
Oh, fuck.
And
Almost hit
then
Richard.
one guy is going to make an attack against our monk. He rolls a 17. The monk is able to deflect it off into the wall again. Doesn't hurt him this time as he seems to be getting used to bullets. And
We're
the other
getting that
ones
timing
begin to
down.
position around to try to get themselves out of vision of the monk while also maintaining the possibility of seeing 86. And next up is going to be Goliath.
Alrighty. So we're gonna do the classic hanging the legs inside of the vent and dropping down so that I'm upside down. I have my bow out. Take a shot. Where are there like two
So as
within
drop
like 30
down,
feet of each other?
You can, because they've moved around to the side of the crates, of the guys there, and then you can see some of the guys at the doors in the opening. You can see the general standing in front of his room.
Right, is the general in front of anybody, or
No.
like is he like 30 feet away from anybody?
Yeah, he's far. He's not even close to anyone else.
He's not 30 feet away from, or he's not 30 feet near somebody.
No.
All right. I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at him.
All right. Go and roll a hit
And I have
with advantage because you were hidden.
And I get sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first one. Second, please be higher. All right, cool. Second one's not higher. 18.
18 does hit. That's
Excellent.
his exact armor class.
I have no chance.
Hmm?
I've just said I have no chance of hitting.
7 plus sneak attack is 13 points of damage.
13?
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'm supposed to add one more d6. I don't know how to read. 16 points of damage. And question for you, DM.
Yes.
Whales from the grave. Can I use it to attack him, or it has to for sure be a second creature, right? It says second creature on here.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. And there's,
I was going to
there's
ask you to
nobody-
read the specific wording because sometimes there's little cheesy stuff, like
Yeah.
how one of my abilities lets me add intelligence twice to a check. But yeah, if it specifies another creature,
Yeah. Second. And there's no other creature like within 30 feet of it.
No.
Oh, all right. Then yeah, that's it. I use my movement to kind of duck myself back into the vent and bonus action hide again. And that'll be it.
Alright,
12
and-
12 is my check.
And 86, you are up.
All right. So I can't see him, but do I have any estimation of how far the boss is away from me, or I'll just have to take a step out and take a
You would
look?
have to take a step out.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to look out from around my cover and point in the direction that I can hear him shooting from.
All right, and I'm going to roll the attacks, the reactions. So 18,
Miss.
that one misses. That one misses. And that one misses.
Oh, so I like to think that I like pop my hand out in one direction and then stick my head out in the other, and they all shoot where my hand was.
Yeah, almost
Okay.
closer to hitting your hand than you would like.
Yeah,
but
like
it was.
fuck. Okay, so how far away is he from me?
So he's probably around 60 feet from you. Yeah, because he's about 30 feet away from Marcus.
But I have 30 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
How many cronies are there right now?
There's
4,
two
5?
that are there. So there's the 4 still sitting at the crates. There's 2 at the behind you, and then there's the boss.
Are there 2 within 30 feet?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna attack one of the ones that's within 30 feet.
All right.
I'm gonna I want to stay in a position where I have enough movement to duck back behind cover again.
All right.
First attack, 18.
18 does hit.
10 damage.
All right. So you are able to shoot your blade through one of the crates. It shatters, and you hit the guy in the shoulder. The blade's kind of just sitting there, and then you recall it back. It comes out. He's still standing.
I'm gonna launch it at the second guy that I can see.
All right, go and roll the hit.
So different target. 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
11 points of damage.
All right, so this time the blade goes through the cover again, but this time of the other crate, and hits the guy directly in the head, and you're able to recall it back.
I'm gonna recall it back, and as it's flying back, Richard's gonna fly overhead and zap the guy that survived the first hit.
All right,
Less 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
He's so good. Oh, max damage.
Yes.
11.
All right, and he's down for the count. He
Richard!
zapped, and Richard.
I love Richard. He's so good.
Richard zaps him. Begins to glow a red hue, and the guy just like starts spazzing, and then falls asleep.
Hell yeah. Richard is going to do the closest thing to taking cover that he could possibly
Yep.
do. He has 40 feet, so he can move faster than me.
Right.
And that is my action and bonus action. That's it. I'm going to just move behind cover a little bit more.
All right, and Marcus, you're up.
All right, boss is still in the same place, right?
Yep.
All right, after he blew through my cover, I deflected his shot. I still feel the heat of the impact of that shot on my fist. I go ahead and just boom, pop a key point, ignite them with burning flames, and I want to fly and be at I want to be like up in the air, but then 15 feet from like a down diagonal 45-degree angle looking down at
Right.
him. And I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a 4 fire punch combo.
All right.
And the fire is also, I notice as soon as I shoot my flames out, that's what is different than what I remember. The flames are much hotter and much more powerful
Mm-hmm.
than what I remember as I'm blasting him with it. And
Right.
yeah, so he has no fire resistance. It's going to be true fire damage. A 26, a 20,
Now wait. So the first attack hits him.
Okay.
All right. And then you notice that his armor kind of just like begins to glow and like spark a little bit as the flame fist hits him, and the next attack you make doesn't seem as effective. The next couple attacks you make don't seem as effective. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
Okay. So the first one, 26. The second one will be then an 18.
All right, 18 does hit.
Okay.
And that's with disadvantage. Roll twice.
Yeah.
All right.
Third one will be a 15.
That one misses.
Okay. And the fourth one's 16.
And that one misses.
All right, so 2 go through.
Mm-hmm.
Am I rolling anything different or from the damage wise, or just a disadvantage?
It was just at disadvantage.
Okay. All right, so 1 does an 11 and a 7.
All right, so 11
of fire damage.
All right.
And then I'm assuming I'm like, well, if he has a gun, if I move away from him, does that provoke like opportunity attack?
No.
Perfect. Then I'm going to, as I'm up in the air, I notice 86 ducking over and cover on the side, and I'm gonna fly down and join him.
How high did you go up again?
I wanted to be like 15 feet up and then 15 feet away from him.
Okay, and then so you would only have 25 movement or 20. Wait, how much movement do you have?
60.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that. Well, yeah, you're able to do that.
All right, perfect. And I just swoop down, just like brush up my back against 86, and it's like, we came in through the top. How's it going down here?
Just working on the little guys so that we can take the big guy down quickly.
He's yeah, I hit him with a couple of hits, but he seems to have some sort of special. That armor that you were talking about seems to be not just regular armor.
Did it look metal?
Seems to be adapted to my fire attacks.
Is his armor made of metal, DM?
Or from what I could tell,
yes.
what it looks like.
As a matter of fact, go ahead and make a science check, sir.
Ooh, I got that fucking. Oh, I thought there was a 1. It's a 6. 14.
So you realize that this armor isn't just any regular combat armor. As a matter of fact, you remember going through your training that some guys that you trained with had armor similar to this one. Almost as if it was specifically altered for his body to help with stealth.
I've killed men with
layman's
that armor on
terms-
them before.
In layman's terms, you realize that he is an armorer artificer.
I've definitely killed men with that armor before. I think I've got this.
What's its weakness?
Me.
All right, I'll go ahead and leave him to you. I toasted him up for you though.
Oh, well, I'll make him weak, and then you get the damage in. Sound good?
All right, where have you seen Goliath? He went down the vent from the roof. I haven't seen him though.
He's about to appear soon, I'm sure. He's a sneaky one.
All
And
right.
I point in a direction that I think I saw something coming from in order to try to time it out perfectly.
Do you have the Skulker feat, Eddie?
No.
So you guys would be able to see him hanging from the vent.
So I point directly towards him without looking, as if I hadn't looked before, although I
Right.
have looked before.
I'm like, oh, I see.
And in that moment, you guys hear a bang. As the general makes an attack at Goliath, who is the only person that he can see from his vantage point.
I went back into the vent.
I thought you.
No,
Okay.
I said that I went back into the vent.
So you went back into the vent, but okay. So he's going to make an attack at the vent to try to bring it down.
All right.
All right, and that's an 18. So he takes his weapon. He hits a lever on it, shoots the vent. It hits the vent and makes a concussive sound. I need you to make a dexterity or Constitution saving throw.
16.
16. All right. All right. As it hits the inside of the vent, the sound rings through the vents, and it just keeps ringing. And as the vent falls, you guys see Goliath falling to the ground. He hits it, and he's going to take the fall damage. He's going to take 9 damage hitting the ground, and he is going to be stunned once he hits the ground from the sheer amount of concussive force that was ringing through the vents as it was coming down.
Gotcha.
And from there, you see the general reattach the gun to his back, and he turns to the door, hits a button, walks through, and the door's shut behind him. And now it is going to be the little grunts. They're gonna make attacks at the bird who is now there. He's gonna be a non-natural 20.
And I'm in the cover, right?
These are the ones that are coming through the door, so they can see you.
Okay. These are these guys have the angle. Well,
Yeah,
it matches,
flanking us,
so
you can only
it
hide
hits,
from
right?
him, basically.
What was that?
It matches, so it hits.
Yeah.
All
20
right.
AC?
All right, and you're gonna
20.
take 8 damage.
Is this a projectile?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll attempt to react to it again. Perfect. All right, D10 plus 10. So 18 damage negated.
As you guys see the bullet coming,
Damn.
86 turns, and just for that moment, he thinks that the bullet is going to hit Marcus. As Marcus puts his hand up and grabs the bullet out of the air, kind of just looks at it for a moment.
Right, I hold that and go ahead and just drop it in 86's hands. Like, there you go. You can save that one for later.
Well done. That was pretty. Look forward to see what else you got. Oh, that was Aberdeen. I look forward to seeing what else you have.
Yeah.
And then
little ones are
as,
okay.
as he does that, the other one shoots at 86, and the bullet just flies right past him.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wrong Godolphin, Cody. Please don't mistake the Godolphins.
Oh no, I accidentally dropped into Aberdeen's voice, which
Yeah.
apparently when you're doing two deep voices, they both they both blend in.
Oh, that's how I felt when I was playing Marigold, bro.
Oh yeah. Anyway, it's getting late.
All right. Yeah, we're almost finished. And next up is going to be Goliath. Let me see.
I am stunned. I get unstunned. I end my turn.
Is that what it takes?
Oh, it's till the end of your turn?
Think so, right?
It doesn't say. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, and can
Wait,
speak only falteringly.
What was the effect that stunned them? Was it because it'll just tell you like it'll be stunned until their next turn, which just like
Yeah.
makes it
So
they...
he's going to be stunned until the end of his next turn. So he's done now.
Okay. So the 60 feet away, there's a door that the leader just went through,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a locked door. And there's four guys left. There's 4 guys left.
Yep,
Isn't there?
4 guys left.
And does the door lead to more building or to the outside of the building?
You guys do not know.
I am going to step out into the open. I'm gonna. Can I see a guy?
Yeah, you can see a guy.
I'm gonna fire at the first guy that I see. Launch my blade. 22.
22 hits.
10.
All right. It hits him. It gashes him through the side, but he is still standing.
Okay. Is there a second guy that I can see? Because
Yes.
I know if I hit just well enough, I can kill him. 16?
16 hits.
Sorry, 14.
14 hits.
All right.
All right.
12 damage.
All right.
12. Your blade, as you recall it back, rips straight through the guy's chest as it comes back. And there's that one guy left.
Same thing as before. I'm going to send Richard to go finish him off.
Go ahead. Roll the hit.
17 to hit.
And the guy, Richard zaps
5
him,
damage.
and he just falls to the ground.
And other than that, I'm going to go my full movement speed towards that door. And
All right. Sounds good.
fuck cover. I'm going to have Richard right next to me. And probably position myself in between the enemies and Richard so that I'm more likely to get shot than they are. But yeah, I'm just going to be running straight for that door. I want to open that door and get that guy.
All right. And Marcus, you're up.
All right, perfect. I see 86 take off in front of me. I'm going to beat him to the door, go the full 60 all the way to the door. And I want to do the same action that the boss made to push the lever or the button to open the door.
So you put your hand on the lever, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh gosh. 20.
20. All right. So right when you put your hand on it, it goes beep beep, and it pricks your hand. You bring your hand back, and you notice that there's a liquid that's kind of coming off of it, but luckily your feather stopped it from going through.
Oh my gosh, what the heck kind of door knob is this? I'm thinking. Do I see? Are there any like windows nearby this area?
Nope, there's no windows in this area.
Oh, is this area just one solid flat wall besides this door?
Yeah, there's walls and then the door.
Okay. Do I turn around? Do I see any? Do I get a line of sight of any bad guys?
Yeah, you can see one guy. He's kind of looking around the corner from one of the crates. You can see him from this edge if you wanted to hit him.
All right. Yes. Perfect. I'll go ahead and send a gust wind blast towards him. And that's a 19.
19 hits.
All right. Damage is 16.
All right.
And he's knocked 5 feet back.
So as you throw the gust, it hits him in the chest. You see him fly back more than 5 feet. As a matter of fact, he flies all the way and hits the wall behind him, and his head hits just a little too hard as he hits the ground.
Ooh.
And he is dead. And there's one guy left.
All right.
All right, and then the last guy looks around, notice that you guys ran that way, and he makes a run for the truck.
So, okay, is he in the same direction as the truck to us, or is he in the opposite direction? He has to run across
He's in the same. No, so you guys ran this way. All he has to do is go this way. Because you ran away from where the trucks were. He's running towards it.
Goliath, stop him! And wait, fuck. Goliath, stop him! You can't let him get away.
Goliath, you're up.
Oh god! But god dang! Oh, they don't feel too good on the back. Ugh. All right, let me. Hey, let me. let me get out of here. Goliath makes his way out of the vent that's now on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hindsight is 2020, I guess. He's gonna look over at the last dude that's running, move himself slightly closer to get himself. Take a shot at him.
And you're gonna have advantage on this attack because he's running in a straight line and he's not looking at you.
No zigzags.
No zigzags.
And I would have sneak attack, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Excellent. Short bow damage. Not excellent. Alright, so a short bow damage is up plus sneak attack. It's gonna be alright. 16 points of damage.
All right, so you knock the arrow. You look down. Your aim is true, and you release it. The arrow flies directly into a straight line and pins straight through his forehead. You see him take a couple of steps. He stops. He turns just a moment, looks at you, and then just slinks down to the. And at that point, that's where combat is going to end.
I'll say I got him. Not gonna be an issue.
Well
We're all
done.
good. We're all good in the hood.
I'll say
Very
86. Can you open this door?
I
Couldn't figure out how to work the doorknob.
think so. I am not trying to fuck around at all. I'm gonna pull out a hacker chip, jam it in, and try to hack the door open.
All right, go ahead and roll with your +5.
Can I guidance myself? Or,
Yep.
Since I didn't say it. Okay. Guidance.
Go ahead and say the
37.
number. Yeah, you're like I've seen these before, and then you're like, but just in case you insert the chip, you and the door just opens straight up. Who is standing in front of the door? Marcus, right?
Yeah, just me. Well, and him
Alright.
now.
I mean, I'm like right there.
Yeah. We're together.
I assume Goliath is pretty close.
I'm slowly making my way over after having fallen down from the roof.
He's
Alright,
12.6
and right when the-
feet away.
Right when the door opens, you hear a bang, and Marcus, it's gonna be a 24 to hit,
Yes, that's gonna hit me.
and that's gonna be a 26 for damage.
And it is a ranged projectile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh gosh.
And 26 is
Oh.
not fucking around.
Oh,
Jesus, that's more than half my
But
total.
it's 18 negated.
18. So you
Yes.
are going to take 8 damage, and I'm gonna need all of you guys to make a Constitution saving throw.
everybody.
Con save, bro. Oh, 21.
Why
21.
aren't I good at con? 22.
13.
What'd you get?
13.
13, and then Bruce.
22.
22. All right. So the projectile hits you and rings out. You're able to like knock it off course, but not enough to stop it from actually
It really bruised.
yeah,
my
hitting your
my hand.
arm and then exploding with an extreme amount of sound. You
Hang on,
two are fine.
hang on. I have to be fair.
Yeah.
Richard got a 12.
Richard got a 12. All right. Within that moment, the sound goes off. Richard shuts down, hits the ground, and I'm gonna need
He has 32 hit points.
it's more of like it's not that he's dead. It's like an EMP. It just like short circuits him, and he falls. And then, because you were far enough away, all you get is a minor headache, Goliath. But you're able to hear it, and it kind of disorients you.
Oh.
And then you guys see the guy kind of just sitting against the wall in the back with his gun just sitting there, and his arm kind of just slumps down to the ground. He goes, "What? What are you gonna do, huh?" What did you come for? Money? Weapons?
We came to kill you.
Why?
Short and simple. Don't know.
We have something that we want. That's all it is.
Don't really care.
What do you want?
Go be around you, Nick. Hand it over.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
What? What are you gonna do? Put me out of my misery?
I rip the necklace off his neck.
Well, not much that I can do about that.
Knocking it.
I'm gonna. Any last words, or you want to just go out like this?
Should we take him back? Would they want him back?
No, we gotta kill him. We gotta make it. We gotta make it seem like those bronze owls did this.
Oh, we gotta do that thing to him.
Yeah.
I've got a few things that I can do with that. Can probably lay about 5 little items around, calling cards for the owls once we're done. So.
Well, if you don't got any last words, son, and Goliath kind of just like grabs it by the skull, like knocks the skull back a little bit, and just runs the knife like down and up, slashing like his whole neck and letting him bleed out.
And as you guys watch the blood flow, you guys have the USB in your hand. You guys have succeeded in the mission.
All right.
Now you guys have to finish it off.
I'm taking that fucking gun.
Right.
I'm also gonna rummage through his office and see. I'm not looking at his body. I just look down and I grab the gun, and sling it over my shoulder.
When you go to grab the gun and you realize that it is connected to his armor.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna leave it there then.
I would like to look around and see if there's any kind of investigate the room, see if I can find any like information on any of the like higher up people, the director, any important paper, any important looking documents.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Yeah, I rolled investigation, only got an 11. But I mean, if I can,
I rolled.
I guess I
24.
don't probably find much. Yeah, that's pretty
24.
good.
Okay, so
Plus
you're
11,
looking
baby.
for specifically like paperwork, whereas 86, you're able to find a safe that's within a wall. It has a digital lock, and it looks relatively high tech. And for Goliath, you're able to find some documents that pertain to your case with Thomas Mead.
I'm gonna
And
these away.
the
I'm gonna make
Was
sure I
that-
keep them. I'm gonna make sure I keep
All right.
these.
sounds
To,
good.
to be clear that I'm not cheating, before I roll, I'm
Mhm.
gonna say I'm using a hacker chip
All right.
on the safe. Not great rolls, so I'm glad I did that. 30.
30, you are able.
And that's off of it. Not great.
That's bare minimum, dude. It's 21 plus a D4. I told you everything I could possibly put into this, like a infusion, a feat. This is like all consumable items. This is everything in.
All right. So you
That was off a nat
Attach-
7.
I
No
love it.
technology is safe.
Oh, I probably
you're-
didn't need the hacking tool.
You're able to. It takes a lot longer for you to get through this one. This one seemed like it was relatively tough. Normally, not even a relatively seasoned hacker would be able to get through this. That's how well made this one is made. You're able to after a certain amount of time of working on it, open it up, and you find unit chips. Each of them are worth about 5,000 gold a piece. and you find 7 of them.
So we have 35,000 units.
Hmm?
Well, unfortunately, there was a fortune lost in the fire here that we were not able to recover, and I tuck it into my jacket.
Yeah.
Did you find anything,
I mean-
Goliath?
Yeah, I found these here. These here documents. This part of the reason why I'm in here. I'll explain a little later.
For him
Also,
a flash drive to put the documents onto, so you have a physical copy.
Hell yeah! Always gotta make sure it's secure. Thank you.
Yeah, you can keep it if you want.
And then
Track
Goliath, from
the
the corner of
computer
his
when you
eye, sees something in the safe as well. He walks over there, and it looks like a receipt from Thomas Meade to them for weapons.
Word. We got lots of very important things here.
Who's Thomas Meade?
Like I said, I'll explain a little later. When we're not in the den of thieves, as some
Fair,
might
well,
say.
sounds to me like we'll have time to talk about this more in the future, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to
Anything
the
else?
partnership.
Anything else before we level this place?
Can we just do like a sweep, see if we can find any like sick weapons or armor?
Check
what was
some
in the
crates,
trucks?
maybe. Oh,
Maybe. On the other side, the trucks? Or are they all gone?
All 3 of the trucks left. Oh no, there's still 1 truck left. But that was the one that he opened up, and all of the cybernetic stuff fell out.
Oh, okay. Nothing. It just looks like scrap cybernetic stuff. Nothing
Roll.
cool looking. I'm going to do it with, I guess, what would that be? Investigation?
Investigation.
I'm going to do it with disadvantage because I have no idea what I'm looking at.
What? God damn it! Can I give the help action to cancel it?
Oh, that's a 17 with disadvantage.
17.
Yeah.
So
All right.
you are enamored by all of this magic that you're looking at down at the ground, and you pick up this hand, and then you find the match, and you're like, "What are these for?" And they look like they are very, very, very strong. Like you hold them, and they're a little bit hefty. And our science check would be able to tell you what they were.
All right. What do I got to do
Those
for
look
science?
Pretty valuable. What do you think they are?
I'll look at it as like 86. I know he's really good with technology. I'm going to say, what do you think of these? I found these in the truck.
So Richard can give the help action.
Mm-hmm.
Can he give the help action with scanning things?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude! I love Richard. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a scan, see if I recognize anything. Not gonna be better than that. Cocked. 28. Thank you, Richard, because the other one was a 4.
Know that these are cybernetic augmentations of the fist. The requirement is steep, though, and you must have your hands removed and then these installed.
Marcus, you seem to engage in a lot of hand-to-hand combat, correct?
I do. Yes.
Well,
I
if
love
you
my hands.
feel
These hands
like
are my life.
You go ahead and hang on to these. If you feel like your hands are not cutting it anymore, we can replace them, and these will probably be stronger.
What?
But
These
take
hands
it-
that I've honed my whole life?
I have a feeling all of the honing will still be there, but they'll be made of a harder material. I have not a lot, but I have a couple of enhancements myself, and the feeling isn't quite the same when you touch something. You can tell you're touching something, but you can't quite feel it. So my hands are still my own, but
Well,
my eyes.
I don't think my fire would work though. Or would it? Or would it?
That would be up to you. But we have the hands. They're probably worth a lot of money, though. So if you want to keep your fists, these are something that are probably pretty valuable to a large group of people. So
Worst case
wanna
scenario,
sell
we sell it down the line.
yeah,
Right,
there we go.
perfect. I'll go as like, all right. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and put them in my sack.
All right. And with that, you guys are able to plant the satchels. There's nothing that you find in the crates that are really of merit. Mostly more cybernetic parts that look like not necessarily for a human, but for a cyborg.
I got a trick that I want to do. So
right,
before
go
we
ahead.
close out, so once we set the charges, I'm gonna bring everyone together. I think this is probably our best way of making sure that we stay nearby, but stay clear of the explosion. And I'm going to set like a metal bar on the ground, like this metal bar I'm going to pull off my back, extend it out, set it on the ground, and there's a little handle that I'm going to pull up. It's going to open a portal into just blackness. And we're going to step through, and once we step through, I'm going to grab it and close it down most of the way, and then stick my hand out, click the detonator, and pull the bar in, and we're going to be in a little tiny box dimension. This is the rope trick spell. We can stay here for an hour, and we're in we're impervious in this dimension, and I'm just going to click it and wait a couple of minutes, and obviously like off to the side or like away, but like still in the area, and then I'm going to pop it open. About maybe 5 minutes, and look out. What does it look like?
The warehouse is no more.
Okay,
There's a bunch
but
of
if I
debris and rubble. It's on fire, and you hear some honking in the distance.
Cool. All right, guys, time to go. And I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna use my 5 daily uses of magical tinkering, which can create a static visual effect, including up to 25 words of text. The static visual effect is going to be a brass-colored owl with floating at the top with its wings spread out wide, and then a man that looks like the captain guy that we just killed, crucified visually below it, and it's going to say brass owls. And I'm going to take 5 of those and distribute them throughout the wreckage, and we're going to run back to...
Don't forget the tar and feathers. Hey, don't forget the tar and feathers.
Yeah, so it's gonna look like him tarred and feathered. I'm gonna like tweak it right before I place it down.
You gotta make sure it's legit.
And there's gonna be one of those in front, one of those in back, one of those in each side, and one of those dead center. I'm gonna place those out, and we're gonna go meet up with Derek.
Sounds good. You guys get to the truck. Whoa! That was crazy. All of the cops were freaking out. They were like, there was an explosion. What happened? They're going to be sending out the fire department. We got to get out of here.
Settle down,
Holy
Derek.
shit,
Settle down.
Derek, you lived. Oh my, yeah, that's good. Good job. Very well done.
Hey, good job, boy.
I figured I'd live. I went and got donuts with the police officers, but no, never mind about that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I fought a lot of bad guys. Yeah.
Did you bring us the donuts?
It's an important
Wait,
question.
what'd you say?
Did you bring the donuts with you
To
to celebrate,
donuts.
this crazy job that we just pulled off?
Oh yeah, you're right. And he opens up the box. There's one half-eaten one in there, and then there's 3 donuts. There's one that's chocolate. There's one that's a neon color. That I don't have a name for the flavor, but it is a special flavor. And then there is just a glazed one.
Not a big fan of the either flavor, so I'm gonna grab the glazed one. Fucking Aberdeen again. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the grab the glazed donut.
I'm gonna take the one that doesn't look like poop.
So you take the Aether flavor?
The neon one. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that chocolate donut. Oh, fresh. You just
So-
don't get these anymore.
You
Well done,
take a
boys.
bite into the Aether flavor, and it fills your mouth with like. It tastes like a steak dinner with every single bite that you take of this.
He's vegetarian.
I mean, I don't know. This is a good meat pie right here. Gotta say.
Yeah, they
I don't see it in there, but it tastes like one.
Yeah, those ones are always interesting. You never get the same flavor twice.
Huh.
It's like they pull the flavor out of the Aether.
Yeah, that's why I like these, is they taste exactly the same every single time.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's go
And-
back to... I assume we have a home, Derek, or are we just going back to that bullshit?
That same
Well,
our little
we
bar cells.
Have to go back to the cells. I guess you guys haven't really earned your right to not be policed.
Can we
We
we'll
don't
make
have
a stop
parole
real
yet.
Where would you like to make the stop?
go to a goddamn armory or something?
Well, you can make a stop at the armory in our facilities if you want.
Oh, come on, Derek. You know the good ones.
What about a bank? I want to pull out a 20 credits for smokes.
Okay, we can do that. And he drives you over to the nearest. Once you guys make it back to the home base, the home base area, he takes you over to a bank. All right, don't take too long.
I'm gonna deposit 35,000 credits. I pull out 20 and buy a pack of smokes and go back.
Excuse you. You're gonna split that 35,000 credits 3 ways.
Eventually. Are you guys in there with me? I'll
Yeah.
split it up. I'll take 3. You guys each get 2.
I have no idea what it is. I just don't know what you're doing in this building.
I get 3. I get 4. You get 3.
It's 35,000, huh? So it's 11.666 each.
Well, it's 7 5,000 credit checks basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. 7.5. So just two each.
That's 4. Well, he doesn't know how to use. He doesn't have a bank, so he has to just be with one of us. He doesn't know how to use any of this stuff. So, one of us gets 30. One of us gets 20. Right? Wait, no. 4, 20, 25.
When he gets
Hang on.
one
Oh,
gets
that's
20,
35,
one
yeah.
you get 15.
You get 25. I get 15. Cool.
20, 15. Yeah.
15K gold.
And it's really just because he's like, oh yeah, no, it's just the check. I'll buy the smokes though, so we can share those.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
head out.
And from there, that's where we're gonna end the session.
All right, probably me just finger lighting all this. Everyone smokes up. And we just fade off
like
into the
full, like,
distance.
Like we just like drive off in the sunset, and we're just like all chain smoking some stogies in the fucking like back of this ugly
Hell
ass
yeah, dude.
VW fucking van.
Oh
That
my
is
god, dude!
secretly lit on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but-
right. It is like a spy van on the inside.
Oh
That's
Jesus
right.
Christ, though, boys.
God, I
but
still
hey,
have to figure out how to hack these fucking arm things. That's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but yo, that was fun as fuck. I
That was
can't wait to like actually be able to do shit. But hey, one day I'll be able to roll good enough. But
Yeah,
thank you so
I'm
much for joining.
surprised I was able to do more shit than I thought. Gosh, I thought, yeah, the guns and the bullets, but monks, gosh, that deflecting shit with the monks, so good.
Yeah, we'll probably be doing this whenever people can't join, so we don't have to keep doing like one shot after one shot after one shot. But thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you Albert as always for DMing. Thank you Bruce for joining us first time. beyond the one shot. Cody, fuck you. Eddie is
It'll be
amazing.
second time for Bruce is what that would be, because the first time after the first time, so it'll be the second time total. It's been like 2 times, but thank you, Bruce.
This is the first time he's been a part as a permanent.
Yeah,
Permanent
Cody,
stay.
God. But thank you so much for joining us, you guys. Don't forget to like the Instagram, Twitter, follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch. Don't forget to go and like and follow all of Jay's work. Look out for updated Aberdeen, updated Grimsby, and then Cynthia and Marigold as well. But without further ado, guys, see you later.
Be kind to each other because you never know who you're going to be